Nothing challenged my spirituality more than the AIDS epidemic. Before the AIDS epidemic, I just considered myself a Christian. I never really thought about it. I just sort of assumed there was a God, and God controlled everything and made all the decisions, and we were just sort of here doing whatever God put us here to do. And then my friends started dropping like flies. My name is Lisa Parnell, and I'm 52 years old. I was born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. To be honest, when I was in my early 20s, I didn't really listen to the news or read the paper a lot. I was busy playing and having fun and trying to work enough to have enough money to go play and have more fun. I wasn't really paying attention to world events and health news and things. I was young and healthy and beautiful, and I didn't even think about it. I mean, I'd heard about, you know, this disease that was affecting gay men. There wasn't even a name for it then, and how they would get sick and just die. I mean, we had heard stories, but it seemed so far away. It seemed like it was on the other side of the world, and so we didn't even think about it. And I had heard that my friend Eric, who was another female impersonator, probably the best dancer I ever saw, and one of the funnest people in the whole universe, Zsa Principal was his stage name, and he was just the sweetest, kindest, most gentle soul, and the best disco dancer you ever saw. And I'd heard Eric was sick, and I hadn't seen him in a little while. And one night I was at a club over in East St. Louis, and I was upstairs watching the show, and I looked over, and Eric was standing against the pole, sort of balancing himself up, and I didn't recognize him. He was so sick. And he smiled at me, and I felt like lightning had struck me in the worst kind of way, and my heart just broke in two. And so we talked, and that was the last time I ever saw Eric. He died like within days of that, and I was just heartbroken. And then all of a sudden, it seemed like within weeks, everybody had it, and they all of a sudden looked like skeletons, like Eric. It just changed my whole world, and at that point I realized that my goal in life and my purpose in life was not only to be a wonderful mother to Alex, but to find a way to help other sick and dying people. So actually I went into social work with the goal of working with AIDS patients, people living with AIDS, as a social worker. And it's kind of funny how things go around, because today I have a new patient that was assigned to me who's HIV positive, but he's living with it and has been living with it for about 20 years now. And so I just met him today. So even though I don't work with a lot of people living with AIDS anymore, because they're doing great and they're living full lives, I still have one occasionally. So I am able to do what I started out to do all those years ago. And so I always kind of attribute that to Eric, to Zsa.